Episode 6 of the Mount Rushmore series, wide receiver position. Carl Coulage for the Sports Hit List, by the fans and for the fans. Let me introduce my panel. Paul the Great, or the reigning defending MVP, Mr. Paul Lawson's in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Paul, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. Good to see the fellas. Good for the list. Good for the group. But when you see me, you see gold. You see royalty, baby. So I'm happy to be here.
We have the New York native, Florida resident, Mr. Ricardo Etienne. Ricardo, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. What's poppin', fellas, man? Good to be here. Good to see y'all.
We have Ray Jarvis. I don't know if I should call him Hulk Hogan, Kevin Nash, or from the gray area, my arch nemesis, arch rival. I'll see him next Wednesday, but he's here to talk football. How you doing, bro?
The media man is in the building.
I will not address Ray Jarvis until Wednesday. I'm leaving it until Wednesday. And we have
jabs already.
I'm not addressing him till Wednesday. And we have
it'll be a good day.
Travis is filling in for Greg Polish. Travis, how you doing, bro?
Going on, man. You know what I'm saying? This segment right here just became the Tampa Bay segment. Y'all went from Jameis Winston and Greg, you know what I'm saying? Now y'all got Tom Brady. I'm here for y'all. Let's go.
All right. So for the fans who don't know how this is played, each member on the panel will get 4 picks. And then at the end, we will decide from those 4 picks who makes the ultimate hit list. If you haven't seen all 5 episodes already, please make sure you log on to the Sports Hit List YouTube page and our fan page on Facebook. You can see all 5 episodes. So let's do it. I give Ray Jarvis the first picks because it's his first time on the show, on the Mount Rushmore. Go ahead, Ray.
I appreciate it. Set the tone for you, as always. This is fun to be here and do this Mount Rushmore. Maybe I am being set up. Travis might be right. But I'm going to lay out my 4 off the rip. At the top of the list, the number 1 overall draft pick, if it's not Jerry Rice, then who else is it going to be? It has to be Jerry Rice, right? Number 2, Randy Moss. To me, Randy Moss, as time goes along, because of the passing era in the NFL, people will not give him the respect he actually deserves as being one of the true OG field stretchers of his time. And a lot of guys, in my opinion, are not chasing Jerry Rice. They're chasing Randy Moss. Number 3, arguably the most disrespected all-time great of all time, Terrell Owens. Why is he not in the Hall of Fame? Why do we allow the media to construct his narrative and allow people to besmirch the greatness that was T.O.? And number 4 is going to be a bit of a reach, but I got to go forward. We got to be forward thinking. We can't keep living in the past. I'm putting Odell up there. Odell's going to be a legend. Odell Beckham.
Wow.
Make sure my hairline straight.
Right off the bat.
Hold on, let him finish. Fellas, let him finish. Go ahead, Ray.
Junior. I don't want any cowardly picks. A lot of guys want to be stuck in the past and revere their heroes. Odell is going to be that guy in another 5 to 10 years, and we're going to look back on it and be like, that blonde-haired kid, he was something special. So I'm projecting that. Odell is on my 4.
All right, so we got Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, T.O., and Odell Beckham Jr. Travis, you're on the clock.
First of all, man, Ray, this is the first
Travis,
time
Travis, time out.
I can't.
Travis, time out. You know how this is done. You make your picks, and then we debate.
Can I get my shot in, please?
First? No,
all
listen.
right.
Tell me your 4, and then we'll debate.
What you want to do?
All right. We all know the usual suspects of the usual 3 right here. I'm gonna go Jerry Rice. Of course, he's the GOAT. He got the rings. He got the number 1. He's number 1 in yards and touchdowns. I'm gonna go number 2. I'm gonna go Randy Moss with that because it's Randy. We literally have a catchphrase out there. Mossed him. He was out there mossing people. You know what I mean? T.O. GOAT, man. I don't know why T.O. We all know T.O. got his own little issues, but we gotta show that man some love. Give him the flowers while he can still smell it. He's a hurt man out there. And then 4th, this was the hard spot right here because I wanted to throw Larry in there, wanted to throw my man Steve Smith out of some Panther love, but I gotta go Chris Carter, man. Relax over there, Paul. Relax. I gotta go. Number 4 on the list, we're gonna go Chris Carter right there. He set the mold right there. This is Chris Carter. Come on now, stop playing out here. He the one that took Randy. He took Randy under his wing. You know what I'm saying? Showed him how to be a pro out there. Randy had the natural talent But you know what I'm saying? CC had to get him in there and get his head right. You know what I
Because he
mean?
got his head right. He's a Mount Rushmore guy. I mean,
First of all, you know,
Okay.
this
Guys.
what put CC there. CC got put there because he's like 13 in yards, but he's number 4 in touchdowns, bro.
Okay, so Travis is going Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, Terrell Owens, and Chris Carter. Let's go to Paul the Great. Paul, who's on your list?
Let me just start off by saying, don't ever mention Chris Carter's name on Mount Rushmore again, B. That's how I'm going to start off.
Let's hear the slander.
Jerry Rice, baby. Simply the GOAT. When you think about Jerry Rice over 20 years at a high level, 20, you just don't see that anymore in a modern-day era. 22 grabs in his third year of the league at the wide receiver position. He's always going to be on that list for me, baby. Now, then we get into Randy Moss. I don't got to talk about it. Y'all already talking about Randy Moss. Larry Fitzgerald is on my Mount Rushmore. Let me tell you why. 120 tubs, 1378 on the grab side, 17,000 receiving yards, and is still playing. He played in every era with all of the worst quarterbacks in NFL history other than Kurt Warner. And to this day, my man Larry has the greatest run the wide receiver position has ever seen in the playoffs. 4 games, he had 30 catches, 530 yards, 7 TDs, and if it wasn't for that terrible Arizona defense, he should have a ring on his finger because he certainly did enough to get one. And I'm just going to tell you, number 4, I tossed and I turned about this. You know, I'm a Peyton Manning guy, so how could I not love Marvin Harrison? But I could not disqualify the outstanding numbers of Terrell Owens. And I did want to correct Ray. He is now in the Hall of Fame. It took some years, but my man T.O. did get the gold jacket. He's in there, baby.
I'm just saying he should have been first ballot. He shouldn't have had to wait. That's what I'm saying.
He should have been first ballot. I don't disagree with that.
All right, so we got Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, Larry Fitzgerald, and T.O. Rick, you're on the clock.
All right, man. So I'm gonna throw a monkey wrench, and I'll force one of y'all. I'm gonna force one of y'all to pick the GOAT. So I don't have Jerry. We'll start off right there. So number one, we're gonna
cut his mic.
So number one, we're gonna go Moss. That's easy, straight cash, homie. Y'all done laid it out already. Number 2, T.O. Once again, absolutely agree. That man deserves his flowers. People need to get their personal feelings out of the way when it comes to evaluating Terrell Owens. The dude is a savage beast at that position, and I feel like he might have had his career cut short because of all of the nonsense. So imagine what else he could have had put out there, you know? So number 3, I agree. I know Travis almost did it. MVP pulled it out there. Larry Fitzgerald, of course. Same reasons you just mentioned. The dude's been at it for how long now? And he's been consistent. He's kept it up. Trash quarterback after trash quarterback. And I'd say based on some of the positions that those teams have been in, he technically could easily have maybe even 2 rings right now. So it's unfortunate that, you know what I mean, he doesn't have the hardware to go with his legacy, but definitely deserves to be on the Mount Rushmore. And lastly, I'm sorry, I know a lot of folks are going to give some pushback on this one, but Megatron is up there, man.
I support that.
The dude, as far as I'm concerned, had he continued the path that he was going on, he would have been Randy Moss 2.0, Randy Moss on steroids, Randy Moss with 99s in Madden, whatever you want to call it. Speaking of 99s in Madden, the number one reason why I put Megatron on there, we've all played Madden, we've all made creative players. And if you ever in your life created a wide receiver in Madden, I'm willing to bet you any amount of money, he almost perfectly, identically resembled Megatron.
Okay, so Rick goes.
Megatron is the Barry Sanders of the wide receiver position.
So Rick goes with Randy Moss, T.O., Larry Fitzgerald, Calvin, Megatron, Johnson. So let me ask this. What's more shocking, Ray having Odell Beckham or Rick leaving Jerry Rice off his list?
Oh, without a doubt, it's Rick leaving Rice.
You know what?
I mean,
no, I'm going to go with having Odell Beckham on this list. There's no way Odell Beckham should be on this list. Nah, bro.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you why his reasoning behind selecting Odell, I could support. Futuristically speaking,
You're both nuts.
Odell Beckham is on pace to do some ridiculously amazing things if healthy. So, I support it. He said it down the road. You're going to look at the list and you see Odell Beckham. Shit, I don't got no beef with that. Jerry Rice had 200 receiving touchdowns, bro.
That's wild.
You get what I'm saying? When you think about some of the guys on this list, right? You think about Randy was a deep guy. T.O. was a post guy. He was a dig type of guy. Jerry Rice was all of that, bro. He was the slot man.
And he wasn't even that fast. Like his 40 time is low key trash.
He was super explosive.
See, I'll give y'all that.
So Rick, to the front of the congregation, how do you leave Jerry Rice off?
So here's the thing, and I'm gonna tell y'all, it's straight strategic. You know, as I was fortunate enough to kick off this Mount Rushmore segment. You know, I was on the first episode, and I kind of read the room a little bit, and I see how it went, and I saw the types of dudes that ended up on the final Mount Rushmore, and the types of dudes that didn't end up on the final Mount Rushmore, and I thought to myself, we know Jerry gonna get there.
Yeah.
So my goal is to make sure that honestly either Larry Fitzgerald or Megatron ends up.
Okay.
So that's why I did not choose.
So Ray,
I'm
Jerry
ask
Rice.
this question on the behalf of Carl. Are you prepared for the 700 sports hit list members and the thousands of Worldwide Sports Network members? Are you prepared for the YouTube backlash in the comments by not having Jerry Rice on there?
You might go viral.
Look! I'm gonna do the Dave Chappelle, Rick James. Give it to me, babe.
So Ray, let me ask you this: was Odell always on your list, or was it like a questionable at number 4 that you decided to put him in last?
Well, initially I was leaning towards Larry Fitzgerald, you know, but much like Ricardo, I was like, everyone is gonna go safe. They're gonna pick safe. So I'm like, why not use my 4th slot since I have 3 legendary wide receivers in my top 3 with a person who I believe is going to be on that same tier at some point in the future. You know, we have guys like Travis who probably likes the narratives. He probably drinks narrative juice for breakfast.
Never.
Odell Beckham. When he's out here caping for Steve Smith, but a guy like Odell came into the league, he hit the ground running, and as much as I love Eli, he hit the ground running with one of the worst quarterbacks in the league and extended Eli Manning's career. That is a fact. He did that because as a Giants fan, we were just running quick slants. Our passing routes wasn't dynamic. It was some 10-yard outs, some quick slants. Odell, please help us figure it out. So from that perspective, I look at a guy who did that. The route running, the hands, the personality, the gravitas. And I say this guy has all the makings of a Mount Rushmore wide receiver. So instead of wasting the 4th pick on someone who everyone else is going to take, I'm going to boost up Odell because I feel like a lot of people, like Travis, have issues with a flamboyant wide receiver in Odell Beckham.
Travis?
First of all, hold on. Because you're not going to come at my neck like this, first of all.
Travis, hold up, baby. Hold up. Because we know you're going to give a 90-minute answer.
Right. You're right. So go ahead.
Ray, the only question I got for you, because I respect the move. I invented Mount Rushmore questionable picks when I went Ty Law, and he wasn't even questionable, right?
You still playing
My only question for you is, why not Julio? Why not AB? Why not DeAndre Hopkins? Why not the guys that already have more numbers?
Because Odell's better than them. That's why. When Odell's healthy, he's better than all of them. Period.
Okay.
Travis, your rebuttal. Now you get 2 minutes, man, because we know we got to get the show.
All right. Hold on, Paul. Let me get into it then. All right. So first of all, I love Odell. So don't sit here and tell me I don't like him. He's a great player. One of the best wide receivers in the league right now. But what I'm going to spend my time is defending my man Steve Smith because you tried to throw some slander at him real fast. All right?
He's not even on your list.
It don't matter. I'm a Panthers fan. Steve Smith. Steve Smith gonna get my defense. Steve Smith was not even.
But you know what? I have to cut you off.
Unlike Odell,
hold on. He's not on your list. How are you defending
on the list?
Nah, put him on the list.
He's not on your list.
Put him on the list.
But he's not. But Travis, we're talking logic here. How can you defend someone that's not on your list?
I mean,
that makes no sense.
Slander my man. If you let me just finish, because Steve Smith wasn't a first-round pick, unlike Odell. He had a bum quarterback, Jake Delhomme, for most of his career.
Eli.
You know what I mean? First of all, and he finished top 10 in receiving yards. But go ahead.
He also
Don't
finished
sit
top
here trying
3 in
to-
targets. Please.
So
Okay.
don't try and slander
So
my man
now-
Steve Smith.
so-
Ice up, son.
Listen,
That's all
okay,
he was, a volume scorer.
okay. So now it gets interesting. Ray, first pick. Who you got?
First pick. Gotta go Jerry. No disrespect. Matter of fact, T.O. I'm gonna go T.O. I'm gonna let one of y'all figure out Jerry. Give me
Right.
T.O.
Give T.O.
Okay.
his flowers. Thank you. Give T.O. his
T.O.
flowers.
Paul the Great.
Oh, I'm going Larry Fitzgerald. I'll be damned if y'all try to snub the homie. I'm going Larry the legend, baby.
Wow.
And then there were two.
Travis.
I wanted to pick Jerry Rice first, but since because I want to let y'all do all the nonsense. But wait. We got who? We got T.O. Who
And
got?
Larry Fitz.
All right, I'm gonna throw Randy up there.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, I love it. Y'all
I'm
pick
gonna
me for that.
I
So-
will not
so you
be
know
the
what happened?
blame.
Do you know what
I
you
will
just
not be
did?
the blame of the nonsense.
Do you know what you just did? Do you know what you just did? Wait,
Let's
I
no.
will
go.
not be the one.
You know what you just did? Oh my
Anarchy.
God, Rick.
Anarchy. I
Rick.
love it. Anarchy. Yes, sir.
Who you got?
Megatron. Let's go.
Bro.
Let's go.
I will not be the cause. I will not be the cause of our demise.
So, are we happy with this list? Now, are we happy with this list?
Hell
Of course
no.
we're not.
That's my list. I love it. That's my whole list.
Then we gotta be up there. Change up
That's
the
So
my
list.
someone
four. I
has to
love it.
sacrifice for Jerry. Who's
Gotta be
doing
up
it?
there. We're not gonna do that. We're not doing that to Jerry.
So
No.
who's going to
So
be the
who's taking off?
sacrificial
Oh,
lamb?
T.O.
I'm
might
taking
have
Wait,
it
wait,
cut,
wait.
bro.
Jerry not on the
Oh.
No, that's why I just said what did you do?
You're not paying attention. Think about something.
list. My fault. Hold on. Damn, Randy. Randy gotta go. Jerry, I'll do
Wow.
Randy gotta go. What the
Okay.
fuck?
Wow.
What are you talking
Yo,
about?
Yo,
leave
were you
Jerry
not
off?
paying attention? Like, come
I'm
on,
sorry,
man.
I kind of lost track. We gonna
You,
leave,
you
we gonna leave
always
Jerry.
lose
So
track,
you gonna
bro.
leave Randy off?
Okay, so
Wow.
Jerry.
Jerry?
Moss.
Okay,
We gonna leave
okay,
Jerry off.
okay. So wait a minute.
Nah,
So
Randy
now,
either.
it's Jerry,
Exactly.
T.O., Megatron, and Larry Fitz. Are we happy with that
That
list?
Megatron pick is
Rick,
Jerry,
ridiculous.
Rick,
I
bro.
shoveled
Get
out for
him
Jerry.
Look, nah.
Get him
Rick,
out of
you
here.
gotta take that L, Rick.
Listen, no. All
Have
jokes
some
aside,
respect.
all jokes
I will
aside, there's
take-
no
I will
way.
take the
There's
L
no
and
way.
put
Hold on,
Jerry.
wait. Hold on. Let Rick go. Rick, are you taking
Nah.
Megatron off?
No, absolutely not. I'm not gonna let Moss. I'm not gonna let Moss not be up there. So I would love to have Megatron up there. Like all jokes aside, I do feel he's up there, but I'll put Moss ahead of him.
You a
Okay.
great guy for that.
Since
Right.
Travis ruined the whole thing, we was
Okay.
literally about to go viral, bro, and you
fault.
moonwalked. yo.
Okay,
Come on.
so now we have Larry Fitz, Randy Moss, Terrell Owens, and Jerry Rice. Are we satisfied?
Yes, sir.
So we're all good.
Yeah,
On
I'll
all
take
fronts.
that. I'll take
Okay.
that.
Nick,
It
Travis,
was
you
almost right.
ruined it, man.
No,
Travis.
he almost had it lit.
Yes, you did.
Put
Yes.
Megatron.
Lit. You
Put
buggled.
Megatron.
It
It
was
was
about
you
that.
because
Yo,
you knew he didn't have Jerry
Megatron.
Rice.
Yo,
He didn't have
Listen.
Jerry Rice. You knew he didn't
But I
have Jerry
still
Rice.
had Randy. I still
Yo.
at least made sure Randy was on there.
No,
Listen.
that's you knew he
Megatron.
didn't
I'm
have
gonna
Jerry
take
Rice.
T.O. and let y'all figure out Jerry Rice. That's why I said I'm gonna take T.O. first.
listen.
That- yo, that's
I
what it
showed
was.
up
It
for
messed me up.
anarchy, man. I showed up for anarchy, and we almost had it, man. We was this close.
We were this
We
close.
was this close.
Imagine you guys go to the group and say Jerry Rice is not on the list.
It's a
Forget
fine
about
line
it.
between
Like-
anarchy and credibility, bro. We can't do that.
Listen,
Right,
Yo.
we can't. We lose our credibility out here. We can't do that.
Wow,
Oh,
you guys are
listen.
unbelievable. You guys
We
are
almost made it. We almost made it.
Gentlemen, thank you for joining me on this special edition. I think this was probably the fun episode out of all the 6 we've done. We have 2 more left. Next week, I believe we're doing the quarterbacks, and I think it's going to get a little spicy with that. And then we have the coaches. Please make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe to the Sports Hit List by the fans for the fans. Ray, you want to throw out your information for your podcast?
All I want to say is, Carl, you did a great job staying the hell out of the way. Get ready for Wednesday when you get smoked. I just want to we still on the same type of time, Carl. We not friends.
Wow.
Wednesday is going down.
I have nothing to say. I'll see you on Wednesday when I cook you. So it's
You
all
just
good.
said something. See you on Wednesday. There you go.
See you on Wednesday. That's it. You guys take care, and I'll talk to you guys soon.